We're here this morning at the Marine Dynamics Academy Lodge for another shark necropsy. Behind us we do have the spotted ragged-toothed shark, which will be our specimen for today. It'll be ourselves, Marine Dynamics, the Dyer Island Conservation Trust team, joined by the Two Oceans Aquarium. We have both the biologist and the vet. We'll be going through prepping the individual and finding out what happened to the shark.
Hi everyone, I'm Ilse, I'm the veterinarian at Two Oceans Aquarium. So it was exciting seeing that the shark washed up, I think, just outside of Struisbaai. So yeah, normally how we conduct a post-mortem when we start with anything and look at anything is we normally start with history. So I mean, with this specific case, we don't actually have a history because she washed out. I'm not sure how long she was on the beach before we got to her. I'm not sure if we have that information.
Pretty fresh.
Okay, was she pretty fresh? Okay, and then she was placed directly into the freezer. Okay, so she looks still relatively young. How you would conduct that is you'll go always from externally, then go internally. So you'll start with your measurements, you start with your weight, you'll start with any external features that you would see on the shark, and then you'll try and notify that on a piece of paper or on your documentation as best as possible, just to conduct a full post-mortem.
14.8. $16.3. Is 94.4.
Right, last
So gills are also still looking quite nice and red, so that means that there was nice blood flow going through the gills. And fin chipping. Do you just need white muscle or red muscle as well? Okay. Just kind of put your knife in, but just go through the skin so that you don't puncture any organs. It is sometimes valuable to kind of go just a couple of centimeters just in front of the cloaca, because then the rectum kind of comes out of here, but you don't, it's directly connected to the cloaca, so you don't want to puncture that. So just going a couple of centimeters in front of that is normally worthwhile. A little bit better. Aha. Don't listen to your vet because she did puncture the organs now, but luckily, yes, as I say, not as I do, but luckily everything's still frozen, so it's not too bad. So then we'll just go down this natural line, just straight, and try and open up as much of the abdomen that we can. Complete picture, so the heart is here in the front. So their liver is quite important. It helps them with buoyancy, and it also holds most of their fat for reserves. Liver should be, they say, between 5 and 30% of total body weight. But I would say if it goes underneath 10, it's not great. So if, I don't know if we weighed her. Okay. So you can always measure her body condition with regards to what her liver weight is also with what you find. So it's always important to weigh her liver as you kind of weigh her as well, because you can have a good idea of what her body condition was with regards to that. If we scan them for pre-health checks as well, so the heart is sitting between the two gills. Cardiac sac. So you can do heart scans and so forth on them as well to do health checks. And that's also one of your major organs if you do take samples, just to take from the heart as well. If I just have a look at this, there's quite a lot of hemorrhage and congestion. So the shark was not, I think there was infection in her, and that's why she probably washed out, because all of this redness on the stomach lining is hemorrhage, which just means it's blood vessels that popped open. And these are also not normal here at the back in the fat and so forth as well. So we completed an autopsy of a subadult female raggy shark. At the moment, what it looks like is there was systemic disease. Most of the major organs were affected with hemorrhage type of lesions. Without doing further investigation, sending samples off, we won't know the official cause, but it's most likely there was systemic disease, and that's why she washed out in the first place.